Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Outer Wilds. So, it's been 2 weeks since I've played this, and, well, I don't really remember what I was doing. So, I'm going to just hop in and take it from wherever I left off. Hopefully, it won't take me too long to remember how to play. So, let me just do this, and all right, here we go. So, resuming the expedition, and wake up. Okay, again, start with whatever that is. We've got our launch codes, and there we are. Okay. I remember that I changed the buttons around to try and make it a little easier. Never did get a controller to play, so I'm sticking to keyboard for now. And let me see. Nope, that's not it. Um, right, I think it's in the ship that my journal is. So let me just go over here and take a look. This one. So if we do that, zoom in. There we are. Okay, so that's just the village we start in. Zero G cave, where we fix something in zero G, because it was, I'm guessing, near the center of the planet, so gravity just kind of, you know, well, works in a sphere. Um, know my device. Right. Okay. That was the ruins on the moon, I think, where it would point to a specific thing, but once I selected the eye signal, it was uncertain where to go. Okay. And Esker's camp. That was also on the moon. Got to talk to him a little bit. He seems to be missing people, if I recall. Didn't really want me to go anywhere. Just wanted to talk some more. And then that led to the Lunar Lookout, which was a platform. I kind of looked at it slightly when I first landed, but I ran out of time or something. Keep tabs on all the other travelers from here. Okay. Dark Bramble Seed. Seed from Dark Bramble crashed here and has already taken root. Okay, this was on the home planet, I think. Tektite want to use a scout launcher to get a look at what's inside. Picked up a harmonica music when I aim it at the seed. I launch my scout into the seed. Somehow the seed is much bigger on the inside. Right, and then I also had a secondary signal from somewhere else in the universe or in the galaxy, I guess, of a harmonica. So the harmonica was coming from two different directions, from well, from inside the seed, and I'm guessing wherever it was that um, they actually are located. So in this case, I guess Dark Bramble, which I think is the furthest planet in this solar system. All right, so and then when I launched into the sea, crashed on Timber Hearth, it ends up much bigger space with filled with fogs and thorny vines. Fogs? Filled with fog. And then, okay, Nomai decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow's South Pole. Okay, so I do want to go to Brittle Hollow uh, to continue this. Ryback. Ryback headed for Brittle Hollow to investigate something the Nomai were doing at the South Pole. Okay, I'm not sure why some of this is in green and other is in black and white. Maybe green is the newest stuff. I don't know. Let's see. So, okay. Suit up. And then when I left off, I'm trying to remember. I think I was trying to explore somewhere on Timber Hearth, if I remember. There's like a waterfall area. All right, how do I... There we are. Like, somewhere. I think it was... No? Not over here? Hmm. Somewhere had a waterfall. I remember that. Now let's keep looking around. Where was it? Then also I remember there was something at that observatory over here, I think, is... No, there we go. Nope. All right, well, landed again. Getting used to the controls again. All right, so somewhere around here, need to find it again, was a waterfall. And it was in one of those craters, I think. Not really sure why I'm having so much difficulty finding it. Maybe I should... Maybe it's this over here? Yeah, this looks right. All right, skidding to a stop. You know what? Let's just say that's good for now. And Go over here. All right. Let me check my controls for a moment. Movement. Guess there's no sprinting. Doesn't look like it. All right. That's jump. Gotta remember, duck down and then jump. And that's my jetpack. All right. So I have to jump like that. Okay. And flying over here, I did just notice this little area to the side. That might have been an easier way to get to the waterfall. But, oh well. And then back here was something. I don't recall what. Okay, we've got a thing on the floor here. And then there we are. Mining site 2B. I'll get the controls down here eventually. Right, it does tell me where my ship is at all times, so I never have to worry about losing that. And then down here, right, there's that blue thing that's like an elevator or something. I forget exactly what it was. There's a bunch of water down there somewhere too. So ow. And that led me here. And then there was a bunch of stuff that I didn't actually read because it was near the end of the cycle, if I recall. So too close. Okay. Oh no. Oh, and no? Still amazed by how much ore the Ash Twin project requires. Isn't this the ore for the remaining towers being built on Ash Twin? The completed towers I've seen are quite large. No. The material for those towers is all being taken from Ash Twin. The ore we're mining here will be used to craft an immensely thick protective shell that will physically seal off the chamber inside Ash Twin's core. Okay, so there's something inside the Ash Twin core. I'm relieved by our clan's decision to use the Timberhearth's ore only for constructing this shell. If eventually life on this planet were to evolve to the point of advanced metallurgy, I'm confident we won't have destroyed their ability to create. Okay, so this was a while back when apparently they knew of our race, but we weren't all that advanced at the time. And then, what is this? Psychad. If they're sealing off all entrances, I hope they've planned according. All right. I thought you had forbidden your boy. I thought you had forbidden your apprentice from making puns, Coleus. You should never forbid puns. How else would he improve? All right. Ship log updated. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, let's head this way first. Oh, okay. That goes back to where the waterfall is. So I have a good idea of where I am. And then over this way, we've got more stuff. And yes, it's probably going, I'm probably going to be going fairly slow, just because I don't want to miss anything. And I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably going to try to take things slow so I get everything, or understand everything first time. All right, we've got Ash Twin Projection Stone. This looks like it can fit here. Hi. Okay. That is doing something. Projection stone. So I'm guessing since it looks like it was more of a view of what was going on rather than me actually being there, because, well, once I left the square, it went away, so I wasn't actually there. And then we've got, what is this? Just a light, maybe? Okay, so maybe I can take this. Yep, I can take this and put it over here. Now what does this do? Ah, okay. Although, what is this symbol? Okay, so that's the symbol for Ash Twin. Yarrow, my gratitude for the latest shipment. I know. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. Yarrow, once we've finished the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Raimi and I will be checking the interior and then exterior for cracks, our final safety check. This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check, specifically mine? If my work here is complete, I'll be delighted to help. We'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to disaster. All right. That's updated the ship log again. Nothing back there. Okay, so I want to take a look at... So first of all, I remember these symbols, of course, represent the planets in the solar system. I'm guessing this is supposed to represent Timber Hearth, because it looks like it has the giant mountain there on one side, and then trees all over it. And I guess those are supposed to be rivers, maybe? And then this is supposed to be the Ash Twin. Now I can... Can't I, yeah. I can zoom in like this. So it's supposed to be whatever's going on here. And this is like in real time. So looks interesting. So it looks like there's a lot going on those planets. Probably intentionally, of course, by the sounds of it. We want to go... Was it Brittle Hollow? Like on the South Pole or something like that. I guess I can't view it like this. Oh. That's kind of interesting too. It is actually hollow. I mean, I guess they're taking their names literally, I guess. So Brittle Hollow looks like it is just a shell, and it's, well, hollow inside and possibly breaking apart. And then Hollow's lantern is, of course, oh, what was that? Some sort of electricity going on in there, lightning, something. Then the Hollow's lantern is just raining fire down upon the planet, which is probably why it is falling apart. You know? Okay. Giant's Deep is... Okay, that's the one where this... whatever this is, orbiting it, that broke and shot something off into the distance. This is the water planet. And if we're going by the names of the other planets, literally, then I'm guessing there's something large in the center of this planet. Oh, hold on. What is that? Things are like leaving the planet. And falling back into it. Interesting. Okay. And then over here we've got Dark Bramble, which apparently is larger on the inside than on the outside. And one of the people is stranded here. I guess he went out here and couldn't find his way back or something. Alright, and then over here we've got the Interloper, which is circling around something. What is this? I don't know. It is something that is unmarked, unnamed. But it's what the Interloper is orbiting around, I guess. So that might be something important. I mean, other than the fact that, it's on the map. So it's got to be important. And then Timber Hearth, of course, is where I am. And, okay. Yeah, it's got the mountain on one side and trees all over it, so that's got to be what this symbol is. Okay, so now I guess, oh, there's a bunch more. Okay. Um, hmm. Stuff that goes down that way. And I know I'm running out of time. I think there's like 22 minutes or something like that. Uh, in between cycles. I'm guessing the interloper is what monitors how much time we have left. So looks like it's going to impact into the sun. Granted, the sun is getting larger, so it's becoming a red giant and whatnot. But I'm guessing the interloper itself is kind of the clock. So I've got maybe 5 minutes left. So, all right, let's all right, we just nope. Looks like I gotta do that. Okay, and that's where this is. This just sends me back over here, doesn't it? And back up to the top. All right. So I wonder how I get over there. And also, why doesn't this go up any higher? Okay, so over here, if I take a look, oh, I've got this thing too. I can do that. Then I can have a bit of a look around. All right, I am upside down. There we go. I guess it doesn't really help, does it? Alright, so that's where it comes from. This is where it ends up. It looks like there's... I don't know. Maybe that doesn't actually lead to anything. But it's right underneath where I come in. So... well, that's the sound of things coming to an end for this cycle. Alright, I guess we'll have a final look around. See if I missed anything. I did add these two things to my journal, so I'll update that in my ship again. And, well, maybe those just lead down there to let you come up here. I don't know. Yeah, because those are just... those... okay. I'm gonna guess that that's how I was supposed to go. Because I was supposed to drop down there, hop, hop, and hop, and then come up here. Oh, and I can suddenly see everything. And it's all gone. All right then. I can hear the oncoming storm. And another cycle begins. So that looked like it was about 30 minutes, but there was, a little bit of time for me starting the stream, looking at my notes. So I'm guessing time was stopped during that. Possibly also stopped while reading the messages. I can't remember if that's how those are supposed to do, or how those are supposed to go. Alright, so let's just update my notes, or check my updated notes, and see what we have to do. Know My Mines, Ash Twin Project. Oh, and there's this all the way down here as well. Okay, radio tower. Noticed something strange in one of the photos, but concluded it was equipment malfunction. Right, because they only saw something from a specific angle. And because it passed in between the camera and the sun, or something like that. Alright, so we've got this. The Know My Mind ore from the site to craft a protective shell designed to physically seal off the central chamber inside Ash Twin, which is one of the two twin planets. I don't remember what the other one was called. Once the shell was finished, they checked to ensure there were no longer any physical entrances or cracks. So they built something in there that you cannot get to. The central chamber inside Ash Twin was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell. Well, yes. Okay. So we've got Brittle Hollow to investigate. That's where Ryback went. And we've got, Brittle Hollow again. And a Dark Bramble. I'm sure there's other things as well, but those are the leads that I have. So might try Brittle Hollow first, because Dark Bramble, well, seems like it's dangerous, because it's got those fish, those anglerfish. I'd hate for them to be like chewing up the ship or something. Okay, so yeah, this is where I want to head. Oh, hello. Apparently, I didn't leave the atmosphere. Let's try that again. Also, I'm guessing I could land on that, but it seems like that'd be dangerous. I wonder if I could, though. I'm not sure what point there would be, but there's that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. Just kind of having a look around, seeing if there's any place. Oh, gotta be careful I don't crash into the moon. But I'm also looking to see, like, that looks like a landing spot right there. If there was any place that was a landing spot, I would say it's this. Maybe not. No, that definitely looks... Nope, wrong one, wrong one. There we go. Perfect. You know, on a planet that seemingly falling apart, maybe uh, maybe I should have landed here. Unidentified signal nearby. Also, falling debris. Gotta be careful. What's nearby? Oh, hello. Nope. Is this the signal? Tower shard. Quantum fluctuation frequency discovered. Okay. Interesting. That's the sun. Okay, so apparently there's one of these on each planet? Oh, right. Those are quantum things where they they exist everywhere but can't move as if you're looking at them or something like that. All right, what do we have here? Bells. Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you are preparing to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, descend the steps to the entrance below. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. Quantum Moon, say. Well, there's more writing out here, so I want to take a look at this first. Plume. The trees are moving. The trees in the grove wander around freely. The entire planet, or the entire plant, roots and all. This is not normal, even for this alien planet, and I never see them move. Is this even possible? So we're talking about quantum trees? If anyone else witnesses this disturbing behavior, I implore you, record your observations here. Either these trees are aberrant, or my brain must be. Thatch. Plume is right. Trees do. I confess I didn't notice until I read his notes. And Thatch again. Alarmingly, it isn't only the trees. There is other matter in this area, such as that unusual shard of rock, moving in the same eerie way. Okay, so apparently there are quantum trees. I'll have to take a look at that as well. Felix? Felix? I'm gonna go with Felix. That rock is unusual for another reason too, Thatch. It no. That rock is unusual for another reason too, Thatch. It possesses color and texture I've never seen elsewhere on this planet. Felix. Hypothesis. This rock shard presence is significant. We should study it. Could it be what is causing other nearby objects to also move around the area? Okay. Oh. That was a bit close. Okay. This must be the quantum tower. We've got pictures. Oh, something's moving around. What is that? Something's at the Twins. Okay, Timber Hearth. Brittle Hollow. The Ocean one. Dark Bramble. The Eye. Okay. Okay, so we've read that, we've read that. Is there anything else up here? No, doesn't seem like it. Alright, let's head down here and see what's going on. So this is Brittle Hollow. Okay, interesting. We've got some notes over here. Entrance to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. The Southern Observatory. Okay, well. That seems like it might be dangerous. Oh, this entire planet seems dangerous. Let's try this way first. What does this do? Okay, that turns it off. That goes down. That goes up. Okay. Well, we want to go downward, I believe. It looks like there might be a... well, maybe not. It looked like it might have been a spiral kind of staircase that we could come down. Oh. Oh. That was close. Okay, so we're inside Quantum Tower. Let's read the notes. Bells, be welcome to this place. Above you stands the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you are making your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, ascend these stairs and obtain the lost knowledge you need for your journey, or the last of the knowledge you need for your journey. Alright, maybe I'm not supposed to be here yet. Or maybe I am. Like, if this is usually, you know, in games, if you're not presented information in the order that you need it, usually some of the last information you are given first. Also, I wonder how I'm supposed to get up there. Like, what is this? Oh. This is a gravity thingy. But it has broken. So obviously that's a puzzle I'm supposed to try and figure out. Okay. That's where I came in. What is this? The crossroads. It's turned off currently. Oh boy. Look at all the transport things. Alright, so want to do that way. Oh, right. You know, another thing I have to remember is I'm in a spacesuit. I have oxygen. I'm gonna refill my oxygen before I go wandering about. So let me head back to my ship. And over here up the stairs. And then we'll head back down there and have a bit. Oh, trees detected. Okay. Well, that's good. Didn't have to go back to the ship. Just back up there. That'll save me a little bit of time, I guess. And back down here we go. Now I'm guessing the longer I take, the less I'm going to be able to explore because this place is falling apart. So it could be a case of Alright, I don't know where I'm being taken at the moment. But yeah, like, places falling apart, so there could be places I just can't get to. Or no longer accessible at certain times. Unidentified signal. Oh, there goes another piece right there. Frequency. Oh, hello. Rybeck, found you. Oh, you launched. That's great. Great job, you. Wow. I guess that means I've been in here for a while, huh? Well, this is Brittle Hollow. Well, you probably knew that. A lot of history here. It's great. What are you doing here? I'm here to see the Hanging City. It's always been my dream to see it with my own 4 eyes, ever since I was a hatchling. An alien race lived in the solar system long before our species even existed. How could I not want to see what their civilization was like? Only, you've probably heard the others say it, right? I'm afraid of space. Seriously, I'm more surprised than anybody that I'm out here. You want to know how I even got this far? I fell. Tripped over a gravity crystal. It's dumb luck I landed somewhere my little scout said was halfway stable, instead of being sucked into what's below. Oh, I haven't even thought about that. I've been gauging the stability of the ground around me using my little scout, and this seems to be the place with the best surface integrity, so I'm just going to stay here until I'm ready to move on. That's enough about me and my problems. Didn't come all the way to listen to me blather, did you? Well, kind of, yes, I did. That'd be, yeah. Let's see. Where should I explore here? What are you doing out here? I learned something. Where should I explore here? Oh, where? Wow. Where shouldn't you explore here? Not the, black hole, actually. That's very... Oh, there's a black hole here. Well, thank you for that. Which is unfortunate, because, the most exciting stuff is all below the crust, including the Hanging City. That's just to the north. You can kind of see it from here. There's also that big dome on the South Pole called the Southern Observatory. Can't get inside from the surface. Trust me, I tried. But if it's like the rest of the Nomai structures here, there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. Good luck with exploring. If you learn anything about the Nomai, I'd love to hear about it, if it's not too much trouble. What are you doing out here? Me? I'm an archaeologist, remember? Or the archaeologist, I guess, seeing as I'm all Timberhearth Scott right now. Brittle Hollow is rich with Nomai history. That's why I'm here. This planet is an absolute treasure trove of culture, history, and science. If you have any questions about Brittle Hollow and Nomai, I'm your Hearthian. Or, I have some knowledge of them, so maybe I can help. And I learned something. Oh, cool. What is it? Actually, never mind. Alright, so apparently I can learn things and tell him about it. Oh, okay. If you do find, if you do find... Oh, okay. I'm guessing that's a bit of a typo. If you do find or learn something new about the Nomai, though, I'd love to hear it. If you don't mind, that is. Sure. But, see you later. Alright, so... Another unidentified signal? Ah. I never identified it. Got it. Oh, and there goes another bit of the planet. So I'm guessing that is the Hanging City. And also apparently underneath us is... Oh. My ship is... gone. My ship is 16 kilometers away. Hold on. Where is my ship? My ship is out here. Alright, apparently my ship fell. Okay, so I guess if, he said there's a black hole here. Maybe I can see it from here. I mean, I can see... But, okay. I mean, yeah, it's a black hole, so I probably can't see it against the black background. So I guess there's a black hole there. And apparently all the chunks that are falling into it are getting tossed out here. So all of this debris that I was wondering what it was is actually pieces of Brittle Hollow. And I guess we're going with the assumption that a black hole has an opposite, which is a white hole, I'm guessing. Or maybe a white dwarf or something. So everything that's falling into that is appearing out here, including my ship, which is apparently being affected by gravity and possibly falling into Giant's Deep. Unless it passes too quickly, then it's just going to fall into the sun. Alright then. Is there anything else? Okay, there's oxygen. I'll top off the jetpack just in case. Oh, you know what I could do? I could see what happens if I do that. Because I would assume that's just going to be pulled in to the center, right? Or maybe it's going so fast that it's just going to orbit. Alright, let's pull that back. If I launch it like that... Is it just going to keep going? Ooh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Huh. What is this? Like, I know the cycle is ending, but my scout is apparently approaching something through the white hole. Huh. Oh. Well, that was very informative. However, I did not land on the south pole of the planet, but apparently, according to Ryback here, that wouldn't have helped me at all anyway. I wouldn't be able to get into the Southern Observatory from here. It's kind of neat watching the planet kind of break apart. Also that. Okay. This cycle was definitely less than 30 minutes, so I'm guessing it's going to be about 25 minutes per cycle. Which seems like a lot, but at the same time, as I'm playing through it, it seems like not enough time at all. Also, there's that thing. I suppose I could try to land on that as well. Okay, that's actually... I can't access my map yet. Interesting. Oh, maybe it's part of my spacesuit. That makes sense. I could probably have a HUD or something like this so that I can, yeah, check my map. Alright, so that thing shot something. I wonder if I can see it on the map here. So like something blue launched out of it. And it's not the interloper, because the interloper is there. So Timber Hearth made we were in line with Giant's Deep, but that would have been over here, so it would have shot off in this direction. I think I don't think it's going to show up on the map. Just thought I'd have a look. Alright, so new things for the log. Tower of Quantum Knowledge, Quantum Shard, Ryback's Camp, and the Hanging City. Alright, so Ryback's Camp set a camp at the bottom of the crossroads. Their excitement at being surrounded by so much Nomai history is matched only by their terror of the black hole. Ryback is Timberhearth's only archaeologist. They overcame their fear of space to explore Brittle Hollow's treasure trove of Nomai culture. And then over here, the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. This tower, located on Brittle Hollow's equator, held useful knowledge for Nomai embarking on their first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. The Nomai noticed a strange rock shard that appeared to wander when no one was watching. Also, I forgot to check on, like, quantum trees. Not that I guess that would really do anything, other than confirm that yes, the trees are also quantum. So, okay. If we switch to here. So, Giant's Deep is something I have no knowledge on yet. Hollow Lantern. Alright, there's an asterisk on this one. Not really sure. Oh, okay. Right, so these things have been updated. It says you can't get into the observatory from the surface. They tried, but there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. Then the Hanging City. There's a huge Nomai city just to the north of Ryback's campsite. So I should probably go back there fairly quickly here. Ember Twin, Ash Twin. This might also be a place to explore as well. So, let's go back to Brittle Hollow. Because I think it's one of the closest ones to me at the moment. Alright, in space, because the music has started. I remember that. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Put that away. I wanted to... Oh, something... Guess what? I think I wasn't paying attention and fell into the sun. Let's try to avoid that again. Well, gave me a new cycle to set off with. This time, not... Oh, can I? Okay, just needed to get closer. Kind of fuddled around with the buttons and probably caused myself... Okay, so I want to go this way. That's what I wanted to do, is lock on. Alright. So I'm guessing that's the South Pole over there. I landed on the equator somewhere. First I was like, oh, that purple area looks kind of... Yeah, right there. That's where I landed. That's where I want to go to. That. Oh, gotta be careful about the moon. Alright, this time... Nope. Nope. Yep. Oh. Weird. There we are. Now, my ship should be safe. Unless, of course, the entire tower, falls into the black hole. Then not so much. Okay, so a glimpse of the top of... Alright, put that away. So this is where, apparently, I want to go to for something. For the quantum moon, I believe is what they said. So that must be the quantum moon, which is apparently at the eye at this very moment. Interesting. So the quantum moon looks like it's going to be the way that I get to the eye. But okay, that's also interesting because if I'm standing here looking at the eye and it didn't move, then am I looking in the direction of the eye at this moment? Huh. Alright, let's go down here and have a little bit of a look around before I waste too much time. I might actually be able to take the other path this time, because that led that way, and then this led over here. Well, okay. I feel jumping is not a good thing here. Because there's a black hole underneath me, and that's probably increasing gravitational pull. Also, the elevator has stayed how I left it, because that was turned off before. So some things apparently retain what they were doing. Alright, wasn't this the way I was supposed to go? Like, here's the tower. Right, here we are. But this one didn't retain what it was doing. So last time I went this way. Then this way. Yep, there's the black hole, all right. That matched up with this. So he's here. This is an elevator to here, but not to anywhere else. Ah. That was a bit odd. I'm guessing it's because time is supposed to... Oh, look at that. Time is supposed to stop when I'm reading stuff. Alright, let's top up my oxygen while I'm standing here. And it looks like, if I remember correctly, these are like gravitational beacons. So as long as I don't walk too far from them, like so, then I'll be safe. Okay. That's brought me to wherever this is. Gravity cannon. Okay. Now, we've got notes. Well, this was deeply unpleasant. I made it this far, though. Guess that's the part to focus on, and not how I'll eventually have to get back up the path. But wow, this place sure is something. Look at the Hanging City, or looks like the Hanging City is north from here, and east is a gravity cannon. I definitely want to check that out, or definitely want to see that. And another thing, I'm detecting oxygen from somewhere below, which is good, since I used up a lot of my supply screaming during the trip down from the surface. As soon as I stop dry heaving, I'm going to head farther down below so I can refill my tank. Okay, so this is where he ended up, and then he used those to get to where he is currently. The Hanging City. Okay. What is this? So that's the center, I guess. That's the tower that I started at. I don't know. I'm sure these represent something. I don't really know quite what yet. Over here, Gravity Crystal Workshop. Okay, so I guess this is the way we go. That side looks like it's a dead end. I suppose I do have to be careful because some of this could fall out and land on my head at any moment. Okay, so we've got a couple of towers over here. One looks like it's fallen apart a little bit. Looks like one of the lights probably fell. Oh. Ship log updated with something. And I'm getting music. Alright, School District. Meltwater District. Eye Shrine District. Black Hole Forge District. I'm getting music going on in the background of some sort for some reason. Alright, so what do we have over here? Black Hole Forge controls. Trees detected. Excellent. We've got water here too. Alright, so the Ash Twin project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? And nobody has a response. Interesting. Here's a scroll, so we can beat something. Solution 2. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. I guess I didn't find solution 1. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true. However, it's knowledge we have little hope of It's knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate the basic design. This is the safest path for our clan. And is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential for harm. And over here we've got the greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core, or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Anona, who created the original design. And our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting a simpler core, is adept at crafting simpler cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anona explained many of his designs to me. Okay, so that was solution 2. What was their first solution? Is there another thing for me to find? Here we go. Here's another core, or another scroll. Have anything else up here while I'm here? Oh, we do have some writing on the wall. Poke. I feel strange trying to recreate Anona's warp core without him. At times it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, probably. But what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities? Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in this star system and never saw Anona's warp core with my own 3 eyes. I only know what he taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Okay, so this is telling me that they've been here long enough to have children, a second generation of their people, it seems. So it's not like they crashed here. I mean, I suppose just by the fact that there's ancient ruins tells me that they've been here a while. But, I mean, this is, I guess, confirmation that they did have at least a second generation of their people, if not more. Uh, hypothesis. This will always feel strange. Even though my time with him was short, I miss my old mentor, and deeply. Then I missed one over here. Off of if they were clouded by their own judgment. Still, all I can give is my best, and as Anona would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we'll find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clary and Root in the forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. So, by the sounds of it, at least unless I find something that says otherwise, I do want to go up there, but I also want to read this scroll for information first. Otherwise, it seems like they may have succeeded in crafting something. But let's see if this tells us about their first plan. Solution 1. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. Okay, so I guess their solutions were retrieve the core from the vessel or make a new one. The vessel's warp core is broken. At best, recall those present when the vessel crashed, said it sustained lethal injuries. There's no guaranteed reward for this risk. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there is little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. Okay, so now we're talking about grandmother, so now we're talking about a third generation. So they definitely have been here a while, but this is also the solution number 1. So I'm guessing, who is it? Poke? While he considered himself young, was still older than the newest generation of their people. Cassava. Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. Over here, Phlox. This would require a return to Dark Bramble. Plume, my father, said many good Nomai perished there. Okay, so their ship is in Dark Bramble. Or at least their original ship is in Dark Bramble. Psycat. My mentor, Coleus, and his old mentor once discovered and studied the anglerfish fossil on Ember Twin. So the anglerfish have made it to Ember Twin as well. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. Okay, so information on the anglerfish is on the Ember Twin, which I should find out in order to go or safely go to Dark Bramble, it seems. What Melora and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. Oh, okay, so they've learned theoretical stuff on ways to evade the anglerfish. What's over here? Amy, I remember that anglerfish fossil. We used to play in Fossil Fish Cave when we were children. Oh, so finished reading that, updated the ship log, and there was something. Looked like the stairs were going up even further this way. Look. Did I just trap myself? No. Okay, good. Alright, I wanted to look up here. No? There we go. Oh, okay. That brings us down. So this sends us up. What is up here? Alright, nothing at the moment. Maybe it's further, maybe something further up. Oh, that sounded really close. Okay, so we've got water streaming in from above. We've got kind of an ice cap here. We are on... I don't recall if it's the North or South Pole. But they mentioned one of the poles was red and the other, I think, blue. It looks like there's something over here. So let's have a wander. I guess maybe just some broken ruins. Can I get up there maybe? Alright, what's over here? Some more stuff. Oh, there are ruins up here still. Okay, let's have a look at this. Unless this is where I just came out of. No, because this... Ship hull breach detected. Well, I guess my ship is not in a good spot. This is another one of these things. Nothing I can do with it, though. Still don't know what those are. Let's have a look over here. The Hanging City below. Oh, well. And that's an exit. Alright, let's have a look here. Clary, to our friends on Brittle Hollow. I just warped here from the White Hole Station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Okay, there's confirmation, and it is a white hole. White Hole Station. Is that probably what I was seeing with my camera? Our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but at long last, as what we've built works. Sorry. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as what we've built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do it. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Okay, so this sounds like he was successful at building a core. What's this? Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the Whitehall station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. Alright. Felix, this is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. Ah. So you want me to jump through a black hole? I have a feeling that's probably not safe. But I mean, I'm willing to give it a try. Okay, this is a... Okay, that's the black hole and the white hole. And they're showing that it's... there's a connection between the two. But is that something I'm supposed to do from here? What else do we... Oh, we've got... Can't believe I missed this. So that's Brittle Hollow, and we're looking for a piece of something that's probably sitting around here somewhere. Not sure where I would find that, though. Okay, so this looks like it's something I need to return to. 3 minutes oxygen remaining? Well, that's not good. But that's like 3 minutes out of 9 minutes, maybe? Still, I don't know where I'm going to find trees, because this was apparently a one-way trip here. Oh, hello. Feldspar's spare jetpack fuel. It's annoying to schlep across the planet to the ship I can't use my jetpack, so I'm leaving this here. I checked with my little scout. I do too, said Hornfels. You burnt marshmallow. And the scout's integrity reading said this piece of Brittle Hollow is as stable as any, but who knows? If the fuel's still around, feel free to use it. If not, well, whenever you're reading this note, I'm sure you'll get bigger problems. Like that? That bigger problem right there? Yeah. Not sure that, 2 minutes of oxygen remaining is my biggest problem at the moment. Alright, let's see if I can see anything over here in my short time I have left. Looks like we got stairs up here. Here. Oh. Okay. Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. Here's something I've just noticed. Once the music starts, time can't stop while reading. Can I get this all done and updated? Okay, ship log updated with whatever this was. I'll have to come back and read this. So has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. Well, here we go. back to the beginning. We'll check my notes again. Okay, that actually, if the planet is going that way, that is just shot off possibly in a different direction than all the planets are orbiting. So it might have gone vertical compared to the planets. All right, back to the ship to check my notes. The Hanging City got updated, Black Hole Forge, the vessel, anglerfish fossil, a northern glacier, White Hole Station, the quantum moon. That's a lot of new information. Okay. Alright, so the Black Hole Forge district is the highest district in the Hanging City. A Nomai named Poke. I don't know if it's Poke or Poke. Plan to create a new advanced warp core in the Black Hole Forge. And then the Hanging City. A Nomai city suspended beneath Brittle Hollow's northern glacier. Okay, so I was at the North Pole. The city is divided vertically into 4 districts. The Nomai debated how to obtain the powerful, highly advanced warp core required for the Ash Twin project. There's more to explore here. Oh, that's nice. They leave a little orange asterisk saying more than just, hey, this is new information, but there is more information that you can get here. The anglerfish fossil. The Nomai learned how to evade anglerfish, theoretically at least, by studying an anglerfish fossil they found on Ember Twin. So Ember Twin is a place I should be heading as well. I mean, everywhere is a place I should be heading. But to get through the Dark Bramble, sounds like I'm gonna get to the Dark Bramble, then have to get through the Dark Bramble. The vessel's warp core broke when the ship crashed in Dark Bramble. Okay. And then that's the Ash Twin project. There's a White Hole Station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Several Nomai returned to the station to investigate equipment reading that appeared to violate causality. The North Pole of Brittle Hollow is covered in snow and ice. There is a uniquely shaped Nomai ruin on the surface. The Nomai were able to warp here from the White Hole Station. This is where they first recreated warp technology. Then the Nomai in Brittle Hollow observed a phantom moon that would sometimes appear in the sky. And then that links to the quantum tower in some way. Or I should say the tower has knowledge to get to the quantum moon. Which I mean, if it follows the rules of like the quantum rocks, then in order to get to the quantum moon, you'd first have to see it. And once you see it, you would have to not let it out of your sight, or it would move, or it would no longer be accessible to where you currently are. Because, I mean, technically, as stated, it exists in all places at once, but can only be, or can only move when it's not observed. So I'm guessing the difficult part would be uh, uh, landing on the quantum moon without losing sight of it. Which kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy VII when you first run into Yuffie. You know, you have to keep your eyes on her at all times, otherwise she's going to steal your stuff. If at any time you're not viewing her, she steals your stuff and runs away. So would that make Yuffie a quantum ninja? All right. Back to Brittle Hollow, I guess. There was some stuff on uh, North Pole. Nope, put that away. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Nope, I want vertical. So this is the north. And apparently it's as stable as it's gonna get. So it's probably not a bad place to land. I can kind of see, well, it says it's stable, yet there's immediately a hole right there. Also, I know I'm not landing correctly. There we go. This direction. I know I'm supposed to, go vertical. There we go. And then use the landing camera. But this seems just as easy, at least until I come across something that changes that. Okay, so let's go back up here and get a little bit more in depth of a read of what they said up here. Because I'm not exactly sure what it marked. What this conversation was about. Alright, so you can tell when time is paused because all the little markings hold still. Anytime it moves, it's because I've just bumped my mouse or the desk that my mouse is on, or shaken the floor that my desk is on, and you know how that works. Anyway, has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. This is by Felix. And then Plume replies, I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend, Hollow Lantern? Okay, so Hollow Lantern is the moon that's currently orbiting this planet. Felix replies, this moon isn't volcanic, to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friends or sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circle this planet appear random. It seems to travel as it likes. And over here we have Thatch. Imagine if there were 2 volcanic moons. No, one's plenty, thank you. Then I imagine there'd be none of us left. Fair enough. Hypothesis. There can exist too much lava. Yep, sure. I agree with that. I'd strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. Alright, and then another response to the moon. I compliment your eyes. How did you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis. Could it be a shift in the light spectrum? Plume. Suppose this moon is too shy to show us its face. Okay, so this was just a discussion on the moon that apparently disappears. Where am I going? All right, I jumped over here, didn't I? And I think I can just drop down here without too much trouble. Okay, back to the ship. I think that was all I could do here. There was something in here, though. Oh. There we go. Yeah, there's this thing that looks like it needs a plate of some sort. And I haven't quite found where the plate is. So I kind of want to take a quick look around again. I mean, maybe I have to bring it here from somewhere else, but that seems like a bit much. And just to be sure... Okay, and that was the discussion on the Whitehall Station. Okay, that was down there. So over in this room... Just looking for a plate, but I'm not really finding one. Nope, no scroll on the wall. There's the thruster stuff. And this used to be a way to get back to the city. So to get into the city, because there's a lot in the city to explore, apparently, I need to head back. Let's top off my jetpack. I need to head back to the equator. How's space? It's doing good. There is quite a lot to explore, and I'm not necessarily sure I know what to, like, I want to explore it, however I can, but I also don't want to miss things or skip things. So I'm trying to just follow the notes that I acquire, and I haven't actually been here yet though. I'm trying to follow the notes I acquire and let that lead me to where I need to go rather than jumping to conclusions and possibly missing out on a lot of really interesting gameplay. So, so here, if I just go back to my ship real quick, I'm trying to stick to the information that these notes provide me. So, like, it talks about the Ash Twin project here, but it doesn't really tell me anything yet, so I don't want to go there yet. I'm on Brittle Hollow because one of these notes. Let me switch views here. So, like, I think here it said that there was a southern observatory, so that's what led me to this planet. I ended up on the equator, found a tower. Sounds like a plan. Well, thank you. Haven't considered trying to follow the rumor clues that closely. I assume the game leads you in cool directions. I I assume so as well. You know, I am making, judgments of my own as I discover things. But yeah, that's why I want to follow the notes, is because like the quantum tower and the quantum moon and the quantum rocks and all that stuff, I feel I have a little bit of a grasp on how the mechanics work for them. I'm sure the game will provide me with ample things to work out with it, but I feel like if I wanted to, I could probably uh, land on the quantum moon fairly easily if I find it, you know. Um, but I don't want to do that until I go inside the quantum tower and learn what they have to tell me about the quantum moon. So that's why I'm sticking to uh, the notes rather than immediately going to the quantum moon, wherever it may be, and uh, and trying to land. I mean, I suppose I could try to land and then find out that I am completely wrong, and that would be a learning experience too. But again, I don't want to skip things, interesting things that the game is telling me, just because I've already figured out or think I figured out the uh, the correct answer. That was nearby. So was that one. All right, what's this have to say? The journey here from the South Pole has been, um, I'm going to go with harrowing because of the all of the meteors. But hey, at least I made it here unconcussed and not on fire. Like that methodically. Well, thank you. Okay, let's see. I poked around a little, and there's some sort of Nomai path that starts across from my campsite inside the ruined buildings with trees growing out of it. Sounds like a Nomai might. Oh, your smiley face has too many eyes for a Nomai. They only have three. Unless you're uh, doing a Hearthian smile, I suppose. Doesn't look like anything horrible, just stairs leading down. I can handle stairs. After I get my supplies together, I'll follow the path and see where it leads. Okay, so this is apparently where Rybeck made his camp. And then we saw that. Oh, hello. Is that the quantum moon in question? Huh. Yep, most certainly was. Ah. Alright, so this is where Rybeck landed. And. Oh. Right, I forgot about that stuff. Hold on. Photo mode? On. Yeah. Forgot about that stuff. So I should be careful about any place that has crystals lying about because that is lethal. So I can put that away, but do not enter over here, apparently. That being said, doesn't look like there's anything. Oh, what was that? Oh, okay, thank you for the warning, spacesuit. Okay, so he landed here. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is one of those gravity crystals. But it looks like it's broken. He left here, apparently traveled over to the equator, and then fell. Then he landed down, or no, yes? I'm trying to piece it together, because it also looked like he had, how do I get out of here? Um, it also looked like he had placed those little gravity crystals going down somewhere. I suppose I can get out of here with my jetpack. Just don't want to jump too high, otherwise I might end up on a different planet. Um, so he ended up in the center. Just kind of finding his notes left behind as he journeyed. Okay, I have to be careful at this point because the planet is very much falling apart, but this is where I wanted to be, right here in the center. There we go. All right. Because, yeah, like this is the Quantum Moon Tower, and I can kind of, without, of course, looking at the notes that seem to be down there, I can kind of tell what's going on. So, like, the Quantum Moon is currently at the Ash Twins, and if I were to look away somewhere, can I see the Ash Twins from here, actually? Not at this angle. Okay. So, and then it moved, and now it's currently wherever the eye is. So I had mentioned before that it looks like that could be the way that I'm going to get to the eye. So again, I don't want to go to the Quantum Moon immediately because the eye seems to be the final objective, or at least it was the objective of the Nomai. So I want to leave the Quantum Moon until later, not necessarily last, but later. And then, of course, this just tracks which planet that the Quantum Moon is currently at. So if I head down this way, this leads back to the Hanging City. And I've probably spent way too much time in this cycle to find anything new out, but I want to try anyway. Yep, that's heading down. So we will head down this way and not fall into a black hole. I hope. Then over here, I just saw that thing fall apart. Hopefully that hasn't... Oh. Okay. That was a bit close. There we go. I see that I can no longer go the way I had gone before. So, I guess we're gonna explore this way this time. See where this leads. And it may just be an alternate path to get to the same place. But I definitely took a left at that juncture that is no longer there. okay. By the sounds of it, they both path leads here. Luckily. Top up my oxygen. Top up my jet fuel just in case. And ship hull breach detected. Well, I guess my ship got hit by a meteor or something, but I think I've arrived here too late. I don't think I can get to the city at this point, which is right over there. Yeah, that definitely looks like it's fallen apart a bit too much. How much time do I have left? Where is... Alright, so the interloper is on its return. I've only got a few minutes left. So, not sure what I can do from this point. Oh, you know what I can do? Jumping into the black hole is something that they mentioned. I don't really like the idea of doing that, but, you know, I've only got a few minutes left before this cycle is done, so I might as well see what happens. Here we go. And now I am at the white hole, and my view is a bit wonky. Oh, and that is probably what they were talking about at the observatory. Either that or that's the quantum moon. What is that? No, that's Giant's Deep. Okay, it just looked completely black from this angle, I suppose. Alright, what is this? This should be... Nope, that's... Ow. This is definitely something. I'm heading for this path over here because I know that this is like a gravitational path. There we go. So this is a station that they were talking about. Something. I completely forgot what they're talking about. Nope, 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 nope. Go this way, please. There we go. So what's in here? If we do this, then that leads us inside. To whatever this is. Which is the White Hole Station, I think is what they called it. And music means that I'm running out of time. So welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Okay, so this is the warp tower. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with its corresponding astral body. In this case, Brittle Hollow. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during the alignment to be warped. Okay, and I'm guessing that's what this is. And this is a projection stone. Oh! Is this gonna send me back to... Hmm. I mean, it's gonna send me back to Brittle Hollow, but there was a message board or something that was looking for one of these stones. I wonder if this is where I'm supposed to pick it up from. And then, I mean, there's nowhere for me to go at this point. But I think this is the stone I was looking for earlier. Okay, figuring things out. I heard a boom. I think I did too. Perhaps a world shattering boom. Alright, and I still don't know what that is. So I'll figure that out. And there goes the little Timber Hearth satellite, which is mapping the planet, or taking pictures of the planet. I like that everything is represented in this game. Like like that little satellite that's orbiting around, and there's apparently one that is orbiting the galaxy, or not galaxy, the solar system. So I'm guessing I could probably fly to that thing as well. All right, let's check my notes that I've possibly found. The Whitehole Station. All right, that's apparently all I've updated. So every Nomai warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. To use a tower, you must be standing on the warp platform. Okay, yep, this is just what I read there as well. Okay, and there's more to explore here, obviously, because I ran out of time. Alright, I think I'm heading back to Brittle Hollow. This time, early enough that I can actually get to the city. And let's launch. Maybe this time I won't fall into the sun. Maybe. No guarantees, though. Alright, so I think that's my destination right there. And there's a lot of stuff too. Like, I haven't checked that out. I haven't been to the South Pole yet, even though I was told uh, that there's no way in on the pole. Alright, let's slow myself down a little bit. Oh wait, is this the same place? Yes, this is the same place. Just looked different from this angle for some reason. Alright. Didn't break anything. Let's, oops. Go down into the center. The Wandering Moon is currently around. There it is. And it's gone. quantum stuff seems like it's going to be fun when I get to fiddling around with it in this game. Alright. So, I could go this way. This path is still broken, though. I don't know if I can make that jump with a black hole underneath me. So, I'm going to go this way because this is what I want to explore. I want to get to the city before my path breaks. And it's over here. Nope, wrong way. This way. Alright, yeah, I suppose that goes that way over there. This goes this way over there. So, there's an early path and a late path that you can take to get to both places. And then there's that, which is just a way up. And I can't change that. Now then, where is my path? Oh, right. That's the path. Might have actually still been here. I thought I was looking for one of those. Oh, there goes a piece of the planet. So this is the path that I probably just didn't see the last time I was right up here. Alright. And then this, I forget which is the way I'm going to go at this point. Guess I'm just looking around. Oh, I haven't actually been here. That looks like it leads back up, though. Might be a one-way trip. There's a sign. Where was the sign? It's right here. This is gravity cannon. Okay. I'm looking for the city itself. Which I guess that's the gravity cannon. That's the tower. So this is the way to the city. Okay. Yeah, this is the right way. Or at least this is the way I wanted to explore. And there's probably more things back at that little hub that I was just at, but huh. Did I miss a path? Or maybe I took the wrong side path? Let's try this one over here. To be fair, I wasn't really paying attention to which one I took to get to the city in the first place. Maybe it was this one. As I hear explosions in the background. Alright, so... yeah, I must have taken this one instead. Although I suppose I could have tried to jetpack across that. I don't think I'd be successful. Especially if I am worried about making, a 10-foot gap jump. Alright. And so this is kind of where each of those go. And I had gone all the way to the end over here and gone up that way. So, forge controls. Oh, right, there's oxygen over here. Refill that. Let's take a look at these controls. Okay. Yep. Controls. So let's leave that there for a moment till I guess that's the only thing in here that I can play around with. So that is just done that. Okay, what is that then? Okay, so up here and over there. Is there probably up that way and across, looks like. So if we go this way looks like it's blocked. This is probably the blocked tower, correct? Yeah. So this way. Oh. I suppose they're both kind of blocked. Oh. It's unhappy. Okay, those aren't lit up. So I can't use those. There's gotta be some way up this way. Let me have a look. So that's not lit up. Is there maybe a way around? Like over here? Because that's my destination right there. Alright, nothing in that. That looks interesting over there. Okay, what is here? Nothing? Nothing. So there's got to be an alternate way to get here. And then this is right here. Okay. So if I go further down, I am stuck. There we go. Okay, that's just this platform. I can hear kind of interesting music playing in the background again. Not the end of the cycle music, of course, but probably whatever this place is. Oh. It's still in photo mode. Nope. But it looked like... No, I have to hit this for photo mode. There we are. Okay. So, I do not want to go that way. That way is dangerous. Minutes oxygen. I do know where some trees are, so I can go back to them. You know what? Let's do that now before I forget. Back to the trees up here, one level. I think it's one level up, it's right there, above me. That way I'm not running out of oxygen at a bad moment. Alright. There we go. I can breathe again. So I think that is something that I'm gonna have. It's probably gonna have some convoluted thing to get to, or it's just a few steps away from where I left and turn around to get more oxygen. Because at this point it's pretty much right above me. Okay, could not go that way. Up here, doesn't look like there's anything. Down here. Alright, we don't really have all that much. Alright. Bunch of... Oh. Okay. That's... Okay. That leads up. That's probably ghost matter detected nearby. Okay. Ah. I see. Okay. So, up here... Is this where I was just at? No. I don't think so. Leading me this way. And trees. Excellent. That's ghost matter. So I gotta go this way. Alright, at this point though, maybe I should bring this out to make sure I'm not getting too close to ghost matter if it's nearby. It might have been just from below. And we've got a scroll on the wall. We also have a message here. Lammy, explanation of festivals. All the Nomai clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all the Nomai get to advance too. Like Anona's warp core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy is Thatch. A single festival could last a long, long time. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we could go, or we used to go to. Okay. And then, let's just put that down there. There was another scroll over here. Now, what's this one about? Solanum. Formation of this universe. No one knows how the universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. At this early unit, or as the early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Konoi tells me it won't happen in our lifetimes. It'll happen in someone else's someday. Okay. Just notes about how the universe works. If I come to an end. That thing is right above me, though. Trying to look around for those gravity things. But I just... either I've missed them or I haven't found them. And I'm afraid I've probably missed something. So... okay. Or perhaps I'm here too late and... oh boy, that's not good. Ow. Ow. Okay. Fell into the ghost matter. Let's try not to do that again. Let me just have a second look around and make sure I didn't miss something. So again, there's ghost matter down there, but I don't really see anything that I need to go down there for. Okay. I could possibly hop over there, but again, I don't see a need for that. Because that would just lead down, well... maybe it is what I need to go to. Because the ghost rock is down there. That was pretty close. Let's see here. If I do that... because yeah, the ghost matter is over there. So if I do that, or up just leads me this far up. Okay. So let me just drop back down here again. Ow! I pressed the wrong button. That was my jump button, not my thrusters button. Okay, so we have a scroll. So we probably have to go back up. Well... and it looks like I'm out of time again. That's okay. I know this is here now, and I can come back here again. But maybe I have enough time to read a little bit. Like if I speed read it. I'm too close. If I do that. that, that, that. Let it be recorded. Nope. Okay. Why we should build a new vessel. Probably wouldn't be too hard to get parts if we stopped building our other new things, if we broke down our other structures like the towers and Ash Twin for parts. We could even have a warp core for jumping long distances like vessels have. Poke tells me she plans to make a very advanced warp core for a different project. I'm sure she could connect it to the vessel for travel, because she's smart. We might have to build a smaller vessel for now, even though vessels are normally large. But we could make it bigger later once we reach planets with more resources. It would also help if we stopped building so many things. No, wasn't able to get through it all. But I tried. Hopefully, I didn't see a journal update or anything, but hopefully that updated something. All right. Let's grab another marshmallow. And just slowly cook it. Just don't let it get too close to the fire. There we go. Eat. Oh, I got another one. Well, I got another one, so I gotta cook it. Can't be helped. If you put a marshmallow on the stick, you gotta cook it to eat it. You can't let it go to waste. And eat. Alright. Enjoyed a marshmallow or two. Let's go update my notes. Or check my updated notes. Nothing. Alright. There's a lot on Brittle Hollow. And I do want to go back to it. There's been a lot of mention of the Ash Twins. So let me just go back here again. You know, there's an asterisk here, so a lot to explore on Brittle Hollow. Still haven't been to Giant's Deep. Suppose I could go there as well. And we just have information on these two. I think... What is this? Oh, this is the Quantum Moon. Okay. So this does get updated as, like, as you find information about it. Okay, that's cool. So just because this is all here doesn't mean that this is all the information that we can acquire. I do want to maybe try visiting one of these two places, because I've been to Brittle Hollow a few times now. There is something about anglerfish, and, well, and again, I don't have much information on these. There's just those two little things. I do want to go here before Dark Bramble to get information on how to avoid the fish, I guess. And then there's something in here that I probably have to find an alternate way to get to it because it's completely sealed off. Or perhaps there's now a crack in it after so much time has passed. Um, it's interesting that Hollow's lantern is on here because it is an entirely volcanic moon. And I don't know if there is a safe place to land on it. But there's just so much here. Okay, so there is updated information. I found a switch in the Meltwater district that raises and lowers the Black Hole Forge. Okay, so that's what that was. That was the Black Hole Forge itself. And it is suspended below the Hang City. I found a switch in the Meltwater district that raises and lowers the forge. And then there's Northern Glacier. Alright, go there. Just then Timber Hearth. I think I've got most of the information there. And that might be what's going on here. Is it grays it out when you have all the information about it. So like Rybeck's camp, we've discovered everything we can about it. Whereas it's colored if you haven't. And like each planet looks like it might be color coded, or each entry is color coded, perhaps. Like this is related to the Ash Twin project for some reason. Or, I don't know. They're color coded for something. Okay, where am I going this time? I think I'm going back to Brittle Hollow. There's just so much there that I need to learn about. But also there are things I just want to look around at, you know? Like I want to go to the moon and go to that observation area and see what they're talking about. Gotta be careful I don't hit the volcanic moon on my way over here. Because this looks like something. What is this? Can I land right here? No, doesn't look like there's too much tree in the way. Or maybe I can. Nope. Let's land over here then. We're good? Nope. There we go. Unidentified signal nearby. Okay, so that's the light that I was hearing, or seeing. Escape Pod 1, distress beacon frequency. But it also seems like there is one... Oh. Oh, what is this? Thatch, is everyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news. At least, have we heard from Escape Pod 2 or Escape Pod 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other two escape pods' distress signals. However... I'm sorry. My equipment can hear the other two escape pods' distress signals, however. If it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude. If we can... Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Everyone brace yourselves, swiftly. The volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. This planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter, and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. Excuse me. Okay, so this is an escape pod. So this is how they escaped the Dark Bramble, which they apparently crashed on. Or that's just how they arrived, for all I know. And so they escaped to here, but apparently they were stranded, of course, because their ship crashed. But it said there were two... Well, that didn't work. There were two others. So if I go back here, there's one over there. 16,800 away. And now coming closer. So... Oh, there's the quantum moon again. So, the other thing is, though, is I can only detect two signals, which means that one of the signals has gone out. Alright, so... Alright, so this looks like the entrance of their escape pod. We've got things for plaques in the walls, perhaps. Maybe I'm supposed to pick up a few things. Maybe stasis chambers or something. Of course, it's all alien technology to me. Ow. What is this? Launching Escape Pod 3, launching Escape Pod 2, now launching Escape Pod 1. Or is this their ship? Because if this is them launching escape pods... Oh, I see. Hold on. Begin flight log. Escape Pod 1. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Okay, so this is an escape pod. This is Escape Pod 1. And then here, Escape Pod 3 to 1. Maybe I'm reading this backwards. Let's see this one first. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Minor structure instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict: hospitable. Alert: collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Okay, so this is what top to bottom seems. So, escape. I suppose begin flight log could have been a big clue there. Escape pod 1, mortally injured. No. Begin flight log of escape pod 1. Vessel has been mortally injured. So, Vessel is their original ship. This is the escape pod. Emergency sequence activated, awaiting departure from Vessel. Okay. So this activated when the vessel was mortally injured. This is telling them that Pod 3 launched, then Pod 2, then Pod 1. So there were 3 escapes, not necessarily 3 people, but 3 escape pods that left. And then this one is signaling that there's a collision imminent, so launching from Dark Bramble to here. And then it says everything is good to go so that they can live. Or the atmosphere and whatnot is breathable. Or hospitable. Hold on, though. Really? Instabilities, pockets. Okay, pockets of breathable air. What's this? Emergency escape hatch. Oh. Ah. No, I don't think I'm going that way. I think I will leave the way I entered, thank you. I will drop back down to the ship. And get my oxygen back. And refuel my jetpack while I'm here. Okay. I thought this part was going to pop open. But apparently not. Alright, so it opened up over here. Which seems like this might have been the way they went. But those seem very unstable. Like those broke as soon as they were touched. So I don't think I'm gonna try to go that way. Also, looks like this used to be a tree, but is no longer a living tree. Oh, I gotta be careful. Okay. Now, back in the ship. And let me see if there is... Nope, that's as far as I can zoom in. I guess let's go to the South Pole. All right. which might be this. I think this has got to be it. Oh. Is this where he landed? I suppose, because he said that this was here, and there's no way inside. So this is his ship, but I don't get to use it. And here's the Southern Observatory. And I know he said that there's no way inside it. But, just kind of want to have a look around myself. Not doubting what he said. But, you know, maybe as the planet falls apart, there's a way in. I mean, if I went over there and looked in, maybe I could see something that I could do. I do have to be careful, though. Well, no. That looks like it's all pretty much just solid ice. So there's... Well, that could have been my ship. Ow. Okay, so a little bit too much thrust can hurt you. I mean, I kind of knew that it could hurt me, but now I have a little bit better idea of how fast I can be going before I get hurt. Alright, so let's lift off again. And see what else there is around here. Maybe not much. There is that quantum rock there, though. And there is something on it. Oh. Let me land over here again. Oh. That was almost where I was. Alright, I know the rock is going to move. Oh, my ship is having troubles. Alright, so here is the quantum rock. Oh, ow. Let's try again. Is there a booster? There is. Okay. There we go. Alright, so there's writing here. From Thatch, Plume, Felix, and I have determined that this atypical shard of rock is the reason objects in this grove are behaving in a quantum manner. The only other object we've observed displaying this quantum behavior is the wandering moon. I imagine the moon's behavior and this grove are related. I wonder if this is a moon rock, a quantum moon rock. In her note from earlier, Felix mentions this strange type of rock isn't found elsewhere on Brittle Hollow. What if it isn't originally from this planet? Hypothesis. This quantum shard is from the wandering quantum moon. as I just said. Perhaps it's even a small piece of the moon itself. So, yeah, my hypothesis is the same, I guess. Of note, a unique signal is coming from this shard. Curiously, our friend, the Wandering Moon, sounds the same. I've also heard the same signal this shard produces, calling from Giant's Deep, Timber Hearth, and the Hourglass Twins. So, suppose there are other shards like this one. Okay, so Giant's Deep, Timber Hearth, and the Hourglass Twins. So I know we have one on Timber Hearth in the museum. We must have built the museum around it because I don't think we could have, you know, moved it ourselves. Giant's Deep I have yet to go to. I probably should at some time. Then the Hourglass Twins. Hourglass Twins. Why are they called the Hourglass Twins? Ash and Ember. Hmm. Um. Alright, so what happens if I look away? No, it's still here. Like, looking away... I thought I should... Ship hold breach detected? That's not good. Yeah, my ship is just... over there. It's floating. Or on its side or something. Okay, so... Oh, is that part of my ship right there? That might be part of my ship. So, the quantum rocks aren't just from looking, but I guess if you're physically touching them, then they can't move either. I guess it's considered to be an observed state if you're touching it. So, like, if I did this, it would now be gone, or at least moved. Okay, and the trees are actually in a quantum state as well, which is possibly what happened to my ship. Is I landed next to a tree, and it decided, or a tree decided that it wanted to, that's not good. I don't think I can fix my ship. In fact, yeah, my ship is broken. I do not see the little marker that says your ship is here. Oh, um, looks like I'm here again. Well, let's take a look at this over here. We've been here before. Maybe there's more that I can discover. All right. Nope, wrong way. inside. There's oxygen and some gravity. Right. I need to get here quickly. Well, let's pick this up, see what's down here. Maybe that's all I needed to do is just bring it down here. Oh, this is what I'm... What's that do? Ember Twin Projection Stone? Is what I have. Let me put that down a moment. What does this do? Is this doing anything? I mean, it must be doing something. Because I did that. Okay. That's telling me it's rotation. So let me pick this up real quick. Because it looks like if I stand here and I look up, it's about to align with that, the Brittle Hollow. Okay. That brings me here. Oh. Hold on. This thing has stuff on it now. Return warp status charge. Step onto the warp receiver platform to activate return warp. Departure time 1301, 42304. Arrival time 1301, 42303. So I arrived before I left? Assuming that was talking about me. I mean, I would assume it's talking about me because I couldn't read that before I had used it. Okay, so I know that I should explore other places, but there is quite a lot on Brittle Hollow that I need to learn about. Actually, you know what? This is probably a good time to call it for the night. Oh wait, let me go back and update my notes. Because I've done quite a few. Like what would that be? Seven cycles, something like that. And, a week in the game, I guess. Alright, escape pod 1, shelter site. Oh, quantum shard is something that leads to 3 different things. Okay. Alright, so escape pod 1. One of 3 escape pods that crashed in our solar system. All three escape pods were launched from something called the vessel, which was badly damaged. Which I think is in Dark Bramble. Okay. Shelter site. The Nomai survivors who crashed on Brittle Hollow climbed down the cliff to a shelter site below the surface. Okay, so I might actually have to use those rickety staircase things. Alright. And then up here, we updated this. Strange rock shard that wanders when no one is watching or touching, it seems. Determines this shard is the reason the objects in this grove behave in a quantum manner. The Nomai hypothesize that this shard is actually a piece of the quantum moon. The shard emits the same signal as the quantum moon. And they detected a quantum signal coming from somewhere on the Hourglass Twins. And a signal on Timber Hearth. From somewhere on Giant's Deep. Okay, so this is definitely something I want to explore as well. But also, I now figured how to get a... Excuse me, my voice is giving me a bit of trouble. I learned a lot. Let's leave it at that. So, I think I'm calling it here for the night. It seems like it's a good time to call it, and apparently my voice is saying that it's time to stop as well. So, let's see. Next week is going to be a busy week. Or, I say busy. It's a lot of new things showing up next week. So, I ended up finishing 2 games this week. So, we've got a couple new games coming in to look forward to. So, I finished Pokemon Legends Arceus. There is still more to do, but I don't know if it's just more. I don't know if the story seems done. The credits have rolled. I don't have any of the DLC, if there is any. So it seems like it's just a matter of completing the Pokedex, which, if there's interest in that, I would certainly do so. But until people let me know that they have an interest in it, I don't know. So, if you do have an interest in it, let me know. I don't know what the best way would be. I don't know if Twitch has a way for y'all to tell me anything outside of chat. But if you leave a comment on my YouTube video, which I put up as I'm recording, so you can actually leave a comment there somewhere, anywhere, I guess. Let me know if you'd like me to continue that, and I will certainly think about it. But anyway, so for the time being, I'm going to be moving on to Pokemon Scarlet, I believe is the one that I have. So I know that there's a DLC coming out soon for that. I'm going to start playing Scarlet anyway. When the DLC comes out, I'll probably pick it up and see if I can just add it to a game that's already started. If not, we'll see how things change at that point. I also finished up Planet Crafter. So, at least as much content as it currently had. So, I am thinking about what to replace that with. Most likely another crafting type game. because I enjoy it, and it seems that you all enjoy it as well. So, I want to keep you guys happy, keep you guys coming back, I guess. Um, so yeah, I haven't quite decided what I'm going to replace it with, but I've got a good 15 to 20 options that I'm thinking about. Um, so that's going to be changing. And then I also think that I am cutting back on Legend of Zelda 2 times a week, putting it back down to 1 time a week, and adding some other game in that spot. So next week I'm going to have 3 new games in addition to Legend of Zelda and Outer Wilds. So look forward to that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I certainly did. I'm learning a lot about what's going on in this game, and I look forward to exploring it again next week. So yeah, again, hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a good night.